So tell me more about the algorithms and what we were talking about before and getting into those rabbit holes.
So as parents and as adults, we typically see them a lot because we're on Facebook, and we will notice it if we do like a search for shoes, and then all of a sudden we get all the shoe adverts come up, right? And for us, it's pretty innocuous. We see maybe rainbows and kittens and stuff like that. If it's our algorithm on YouTube or even on Instagram, we're seeing some pretty, innocuous stuff. But the younger people, they're seeing quite a bit of difference, and it has really nothing to do necessarily of their digital footprint of the different places that they're going online, but everything to do with the fact that they're younger. Like Megan and I at one point were trying to we wanted to see what would happen if we were liking the same things and looking at the same things. And me as an adult, again, we're just seeing all these nice, fluffy, happy, joyous things because I'm a middle-aged woman, and that's probably what we're into, and probably not going to have to worry about some of the other things that Megan was seeing.
So what were you seeing, Megan?
Where to start? Some thirst traps are always a nice common thing that you get.
She's going to have to tell you what a thirst trap is.
I'm going to set the mood for it. Okay. So imagine you're in a bedroom, right? Yeah. It's mood lighting, it's red, so they've got the LEDs going. They're either topless or half kind of topless, teasing, and they've got maybe a really kind of sexual song playing, and just sort of filming themselves at kind of different angles.
And these are just videos.
Yeah, they just pop up. I could
and
probably
I
scroll
get
my feed.
She gets that, and I get kittens.
Yeah, quite wholesome there. Yeah. You can be scrolling your feed, and it's probably a few times a day. I could probably get one.
Yeah.
And then even just the messages we get, the difference in those. Like Nisa said, we both did the same thing, but obviously me being younger, I got very different messages to what Nisa got. So
I didn't get any. Nobody wants to talk to me.
You are cool, I promise.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, but it's all, the message requests and stuff that you see in Instagram or Snapchat or any of those. Me, I hardly get any. They might be like, hey, come join our community for women's hiking.
and what do you get?
Yeah, well, I can get some from brand ambassadors. So somebody who's doing some kind of ambassador work, who's got 2 followers, doesn't follow anyone, doesn't have any posts, will be like, hey, this big brand is reaching out for ambassadors. Click this link and you'll get a promo code or whatever, which is not too bad. That sounds, I know that that's a scam. Versus $10,000 for a pair of my shoes.
Wow.
Yeah. So quite different.
Yeah.
And you can get
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans links straight away, or just group chats, and it'll be click on this video, and then you get all of the emojis with it.
Do you know what OnlyFans? Should we define OnlyFans for this?
Do you want to define what
I can define OnlyFans, absolutely.
Getting into it now.
Absolutely, nitty gritty. So OnlyFans is basically you pay a subscription to a person that creates OnlyFans, and basically they post nude photos and videos of themselves. It's like Pornhub, but obviously you pay for it, and then you get all of their content, and you continue to pay a subscription and basically just get all of their content. But people are making a lot of money off it. And it's...
and so links for people's OnlyFans are coming through to Instagram, and as a young person you might be more of the target audience for those messages.
Yeah.
And then it gets into your head, because I think if you know anybody in their 20s, they know somebody that's on OnlyFans making money. Yeah. Especially right now with the cost of living crisis and everything, because why work a minimum wage job when you can go on any OnlyFans and earn several $100? I mean, how much money did a friend of yours make?
$70,000.
So that's just only over a few months worth of work.
Yeah.
So these kids, they're coming in and they're seeing OnlyFans and then going, ooh, what's OnlyFans? And then kind of going down that rabbit hole. Yeah. And it's not just OnlyFans, that's other things. There's other scams. Like one of the scams that they get that I've never gotten because I'm too old is the will you be my sugar baby scam. And how much have you been? And how much have you been offered, Max?
Oh, too many to count.
Probably 5 times since we started recording.
Yeah, probably. If I looked at my phone, I could probably bring up a few.
Yeah. And it's just different amounts of money. And then the other thing, it's when we were doing the focus groups, one of the things that really caught my attention, this was at Meg's school, was just the normalization. And then was almost the bragging of who got offered the most amount of money for.
Yeah, we played a little gambling game on it.
Yeah, who got how much money, photos of body parts?
Yeah.
So it'd be just like random, you know, how much for toes, how much for whatever.
Feet pics are on the rage.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, so how are middle-aged adults, or maybe there's other middle-aged women that get asked those questions, but I certainly don't. But how are we supposed to know that this stuff is targeting our kids?
Yeah.
You know, and so a lot of times, you know, the recommendations that I have is just have your kids not look at the message requests on any of these apps, because the problem is that even if you have a locked account, they can still send you message requests.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see this little blue line and these little numbers on little blue line indicating that there's a link that you can click, and then numbers on it. You know, people want to talk to you. That's kind of exciting. That's dopamine. I mean, it's the same reason why we like social media. We get that dopamine hit. So we want to see, our kids want to see what's on there, and then that's a lot of times a gateway into seeing some of the scams and stuff. And it's on all the socials, so you see them on Instagram and Snapchat. But what would you think is the worst one for, at least it would be Instagram?
Yeah, probably Instagram would be the most. Facebook still sends a few, to be honest, but probably not as much as Instagram.
Yeah,